Folks, today I'm going to be talking on several important topics. Please listen carefully, and I want to emphasize the unconditional love, the method I've been teaching, and several other things. Questions relating to the previous video, some people asked me questions, so I'm going to be talking about that also. It's very important, please listen. First thing is, let me tell you very frankly, folks, you have no idea who I am. You can never ever know. You think that I'm just behaving like a very normal human being. You think that I'm a very, very ordinary human being, not famous, no organization, no followers, nothing. So who should I listen to? this guy. When I say, for example, I am the eternal unknown, all you can think about is, oh, eternal, that means forever. Unknown, unknown. So he's saying that he is forever unknown. That's all you can know. That is, you will interpret the language that I'm using and imagining, this is the important word, imagining in your mind about the eternal unknown, the way that you understood. Depending upon your background, you will try to take something from your scriptures, or somebody told you, or something you heard about, and so on. But none of that is true. You have no idea what I will be after I'm gone from this body. And the unconditional love technique is not just, oh, love everybody. Love everybody. That's what everybody saying. Love everybody without condition. That's the meaning of unconditional love. That's all you can interpret. But I gave a very, very practical method of removing all your ignorances. Let me talk about a couple of things that came about recently. Before that, I also gave a very, very clear picture of one entity, one thing that you can watch every day in your life with unconditional love. That's a child. Wherever that child is in the whole world, wherever when it is born, for a couple of months before the mind develops, it is the embodiment of unconditional love. This is not something in the divine world. This is in your own world. It is there, I told you. And on top of it, growing up, you have put lots of ignorances on you, partly from your culture, your tradition, your parents, your gurus, your books, and all kinds of things. And I of course, I also told that as a child, you cannot live in this world. So you need to have certain things in your mind to live. For example, how to make money, enough money to live, how to take care of your family, things like that. You have to learn from this world, which are good, which are essential. But lots and lots of things are unnecessary. And how to root out, remove those ignorances is the main point of my method of teaching unconditional love. I just say, love everybody. No, I didn't say that. Whenever there is some hiccup in your life, there is an ignorance behind it. Find out and remove it and move on. and some other time, some other thing will come up. And also I told clearly how to deal with the people with ignorances. You are wearing a mask of ignorance and they are wearing a mask of their own ignorance, and these two people with the mask are interacting with each other, creating trouble. So if you see, when you follow the method of unconditional love I'm talking about, I clearly said, keep away from people who have been misbehaving, trying to harm you, protect yourself. I didn't say, oh, okay, kill me. I'm following unconditional love. I didn't say that. Keep away from them. Know that. In fact, if you follow unconditional love that I'm talking about, it will tell you very clearly, must move very early, who are the people that you should avoid, because they are ignorant. But please do not hate them because they were ignorant of themselves. They were also the divine child ones, but they are ignorant. They are not evil people, they are ignorant. One of the things that came up recently is, after watching my previous video, and also here's a few videos, one of the viewers, very, 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 very straightforward, loving person. But she has the influence of her tradition. Ramana Maharishi's I am. By giving this example, I'm giving a credit to her because it's because of her statement, interaction with me. I'm going to teach you how to get rid of it. So she follows that. She has also guru. Still, she has a guru. They have talked about she believes that he is enlightened. Also, he told her how to be enlightened and so on. So she has a lot of respect for Ramana Maharishi also. That I am. So the problem is, she had two glimpses of, according to, I'm using the same word that she used, glimpses of whatever, glimpses of eternal, glimpses of God or whatever, glimpses of enlightenment, let's say. She didn't use the word enlightenment, but glimpses of, she didn't say, tell me what. She heard that those two experiences. But her question is, why can't I be in that forever? What is that ego that I have? She says, I have ego. How to get rid of that? And how to be in that state of enlightenment? That's her wish. Why this Paramburur, that is eternal unknown, I'm just translating into English, is not removing that ego that I have. I want to be one with that, but I'm still having, I'm away from it. How to remove it? Folks, what I told her is, this incident is pointing out an ignorance in you. That ignorance is that you have been taught that I am, what she calls namasmarana in Sanskrit probably, is very likable, very highly encouraged by the enlightened people. Also, the I am everywhere thought. She doesn't realize that it's a thought, because she herself says there is an ego there. Then I pointed out that ego, your tradition, your attachment to your guru, what he defined as enlightenment, what Ramana Maharishi's I am, I am, I am, I am. All these things are ignorances, folks. That I am, that feeling that you have, has to go. Does the child has I am, I am, I am, I am? Does she remember that? Or she or her, him? No. She smiles. Because there is an unconditional love, golden light. Unconditional love is there. When unconditional love is there, there cannot be any ignorance. It will not allow any ignorance, anything that is coming in the way. I don't know whether she understood that or not. Why my ego is not going away. That ego is based on her attachment to her guru and her tradition and her and her liking of her admiration for Ramana Maharishi. And I told her Ramana Maharishi is just still, he didn't really realize, he didn't enter into the kingdom of God. I don't know how she took it, folks. So listen to this very carefully, my unconditional way, unconditional love method I'm talking about. Okay. Now, where will I be after I'm gone? That's one of the questions from some viewers. And also I saw recently a video. The title is all the great gurus like Babaji's guru, Babaji's guru's guru, all these rishis, Ramana Maharishi, Nisargadatta Maharaj, J.Krishnamurti, and everybody, they are saying, and they didn't use the word they didn't talk about J.Krishnamurti. Sorry, I didn't watch the video, but he is saying that they are in a mystic world. Sorry, in a mysterious world. From there, they're still alive in the mysterious world, and then they are guiding people. I'm sure that you can add that to so many other so-called enlightened people. There is no enlightenment, my friends. There is absolutely no enlightenment. Your nature is enlightened nature. Remember that. So they are not guiding from anywhere. They are in what is called Akashic record. By the way, Akashic record is not my terminology. I hesitantly use the word Akashic record. That's why I'm saying that contains all the thoughts, all the ideas, the experiences of people who lived in the past. Akashic record is a kind of new age group's terminology. But if somebody opposes that, just leave that. Take that meaning. So all these people's experiences are in that Akashic record. That is the mind of the one with the 5 snakes behind. So it wants to clean that junk, Akashic record, so that when people are born, they will be with better mind tendencies, because they take part of their mind from the Akashic record. These guys are there. Your Babaji. That's why some lady said Babaji is going to take he's an avatar. He's going to take the avatar of Murha, Kartikeya, and come back in 24. Nobody has come. Palalar is coming. Nobody has come. They are not going to come. Jesus Christ is going to come second time. No, he cannot come. They are expecting him to be born again in the Jewish tradition, in the tradition of David, and then he's going to guide all the Christians and all the world with the iron rod. That's what there's no such thing. He's not going. Nobody can come back. All of the experiences that you are seeing is in the Akashic record, including your parents who died. You can contact them if you have the desire, if you can connect with them. They will appear to be talking to you, giving guidance. But who does that? Who is doing that? Your mind is giving. Just like in your mind, there is a thought. Thought is just a data in your mind. Suppose a bad thought is there in your mind, and then you think about it. That means you are giving life to it, and becomes full of life. Suppose something happened in the past, you think about that thought of the past, and it comes alive. Who is giving the life to that? Who is bringing life to that? It's you. You have the power to do that. It is the same way you are giving power. You are creating some kind of image, and also me thinking that the experience left by people who died, they are real, coming and talking to you in the form. That's all your imagination, folks. So somebody asks, where will I be? This body will be in Akashic record, of course. The things that I taught you, all the things will be in the Akashic record. But the way that you understood it. For example, I said, this is not my own body. Golden light is my body. White light is my body. I am there, not in the way that you are thinking of you in your mind, not in the consciousness of you. In your mind, you have a consciousness. The I am has a consciousness. That I am in the white light does not have the that same consciousness. It is there. I am there, but not I am that you are thinking about. I talked about that. That's why you I am that I am that I am. If it keeps coming, it's not coming from in the divine world. It's coming from your own mind. I will be there in the world and the divine world, but you cannot access me. For long, 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 long time, nobody is going to come and give the way that I expressed or explained the creation, all the energies in the divine world. Nobody is going to come and give you. Long, long, long time. So listen to me carefully before I leave. Remove all your ignorances. That's what I would like to say again. Okay. One of the viewers asked the question, how come that this Asurantaka Chakra is in the Atharva Veda? People have conceived. It's a part of the Vedic scriptures, right? How come they had? Let me tell you that. All the avatars, including the Narsimha with half lion and half human, is a human conceived avatar. None of the avatars is real. They're all conceived by human beings. Vedic people, all those teachers, they conceived all these avatars, including the Kalki avatar. And they conceived that he has this Asurantaka Chakra. That means the ability to destroy. ignorance, or the devil, in their terminology, evil, asur, bad people. So it is not, this Asarandaka Chakra is not from the divine world. There is no such thing. Let me repeat. There is no such thing in the divine world about something called Asarandaka Chakra. No avatar, no Narasimha avatar, no Kalki avatar, no any of the Macha avatar, any such thing in the divine world. It's all human experiences, human imagination. Then the one gentleman asked me, when I was coming down, I said, when I was coming down the staircase, then suddenly it just darkened, and this this Asarandaka Chakra was placed in my forehead, and I told it is not in this body, this human body that you are talking about. It's a different body. And I also saw a prince-like person nearby. This is obviously from the Akashic record. It's not from the divine world. Somebody has conceived all these things, and then that information is there in the Akashic record. So this power that they have conceived, think the human beings, especially Hindus, think that one will clean up the Ashuras, the bad people. That's all to it. I had a similar Akashi record experience. For example, there was one short rishi with a kamandal in his hand, and there was Satya Sai Baba putting three head, a crown on my body, on my head, and so on. That's also from Akashic record. It's not from the divine world. There is no Akash, Agatya, that rishi in the divine world. That body is not there. Satya Sai Baba in that form is not there in the divine world. I used to a lot of my friends I had when I was working in New Jersey, when I was in New Jersey. So I happened to be in one of those bhajans. I talked about that earlier. Okay, folks. That's why I don't give much importance to that experience. Anyway, and this gentleman asked me, "How come that you didn't fall down when everything was dark and you said you don't have body consciousness?" Folks, same way. See, the whole thing is in the control of some other energy, a powerful energy. When during my first experience, I was sitting there and I had this rotation and all. And I said, I had I lost my mind was arrested, no physical consciousness, but the body didn't fall down. Body, there's something what's holding that. So that's the answer to he's thinking that there is something fishy there in what I have been talking about. That's the answer to his. Okay. The other one is and again, let me emphasize, folks. You have no idea whatsoever my presence in the divine world after I'm gone. You can never ever access that. You have no way of accessing it. Absolutely no way. The only way that you can access is my videos and the Akashika record. Akashika record will be bogus because lots of people can put their own mind there and say, eternal divinity is coming. Talk to me. It's all rubbish. My my video will be more accurate. You can imagine lots of things about that, folks. Again, I want to emphasize: meditation. All those gurus are useless, absolutely useless. I'm telling you. They all are within their mind. They haven't gone beyond the mind. You are giving so much importance to them. They are nice people, kind people, some of them at least. But they are not, the so-called enlightenment is all junk. Keep that in your mind. If you are attached to one of those, their teachings, I have given a video. The biggest ego is your attachment to your gurus, your scriptures, your idols, your gods, and your tradition, etc., etc. There is a video recently published. I will give a link to that. You can go and watch it. There is no other power, absolutely no other way to get rid of all the ignorances that you have, except the unconditional love method I've talked about. And if you think that, yeah, I understood. I love I have a lot of unconditional love towards people. I can talk about it to other people. Unconditional love, folks. That is not your life. I told you in one of the videos, and also I told one of the viewers, your life will be an example of unconditional love if you follow that life. Unconditional love, the life of unconditional love. Not your words and so on. So I told that gentleman, before you talk about unconditional love to your children and your wife and others, relatives, be an example. They will be watching, especially children, behind your back, without you knowing, without your knowledge, they'll be watching your real behavior. So your life, your way of life is a real teacher teaching to them. So again, I want to emphasize strongly, you can never ever access me after I'm gone from this body. Another friend of mine asked me, why do you say that you are going to be leaving some point? Why don't you extend this body forever? This body is something from my parents, folks. This is not the divine body. So whatever the problems, diseases, and other things that they had will be here. It could be, partly, maybe is minimized because of my way of life. But this is not my body. Neither is the body of white light, the body of golden light, the body of red light. They are divine bodies, but they are not my permanent bodies. They are the creation. As long as this creation in the divine world is present, I will be in that body. But you have no idea what is the body of golden light. You have no idea. What is the body of that love? What is the body of that body which gives life? And especially the white light, because even you, whenever you look at white light, you will be thinking your I am will be in front, but that I am has no place in that white light body that I have. All these things will be gone after this creation is finished. I'll be still there as the eternal unknown, which you can never even dream of. So, folks, when I am in this body, get as much guidance as possible, remove as many ignorances as possible, and live joyfully and happily. Because once I'm gone from this, there is no energy which can guide you the way that I'm guiding you. That's what I want to talk to you today, folks. Understand clearly what I taught you about unconditional love. It's a very important. And be joyful. Talk to you soon, folks. If you have any question, ask me. I'll respond.